Shalom. I'd like to start the lesson off by giving all praises, honors, and glories due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Quadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone, right? And peace, blessings, and salutation out there to the elect, wherever you may be scattered across the four corners of the earth. As you guys may know, I'm sure you know some of the brothers and elders have already done videos about this before, right? I'm just gonna go a little bit into it about what's really going on, because it's not only these terrorist groups, right, like ISIS and Hamas, right? If that's how you say it in Hebrew, Hamas. It's not only them, but it's other people as well that's coming inside the country. Now, I'm sure most of you guys are aware of the migrant crisis, okay? That's happening at the border, okay? And for a while now, we thought it was mostly, the so-called northern Latin tribes, not so-called Latin tribes, the Northern Kingdom that was coming through the border. But now we are finding out that it's also other nations. You got Hamites, right? Which some of them are Jakes. Reason why I say Hamites is because they're not really from West Africa. They're from east and southern part of Africa. So you got them coming in through the border. You got Arabs coming in through the border. You have a lot of Indians, Asians, okay, Western Asians, Central Asians. And you also have a lot of Eastern Asians, and primarily Moabites, so-called Chinese. Okay, and they're coming through the border in mass groves, and you're just walking in right through. Now I'm gonna play this clip. It's not gonna be, it's just 20 seconds long. I'm gonna play this clip from Redacted. Okay, Redacted is a very trustworthy channel. I fuck with them heavy. They give you the truth, no bias, no nothing, just unadulterated truth, and they report on things that are going on. They don't side, with any of the parties, Republican or Democrat. All right, and hopefully, I think was it Policy 107 claimed this Disclaimer Act. This is not for any monetization purposes, none of that. I am only reporting, okay, on the news that these lovely individuals made, just to make sure if Redacted's copyright team is watching this video. So let's go ahead and get started. Uh-oh, it's kind of lagging. I don't know what's going on. Let me reload this. Okay. Okay, here we go. Now, look at the posture that these Moabites are holding, especially this old dude right here. This is what you call, let me search this up, military parade stance, okay, or what they call military parade rest. Look at that. Look at that. This is what you call a military stance right here. They call this the parade rest. You put your arms behind your back. Sometimes you put it behind your back, or you put it like near your lower back, right, where your buttocks is, and you hold it like that. That's what they call the military parade rest. And if you look in this video, almost all of these Moabites have that stance. Some more relaxed than others, but you can definitely tell that these men had some sort of military training. Okay? All of a sudden, they would just be in formation, set apart, and just be in that stance. Come on, man. Look at that stance, man. Look at that. And then also the arms by uh your lap. That's also a military stance as well, right? Let's see if I can find. This one shows a little bit of it, right? Where you put your arms down. That's also a military stance as well. I think they call it the military attention. And then this is the military salute, and then this is military rest. Yep, they call it the military attention. You know, the parade attention stance. So all of these mobiles for some odd reason they just have these military positions ingrained into them subconsciously. They're just doing it. Come on, man. There's a bigger picture behind everything. They're flooding Babylon with foreign troops. They're flooding Babylon with foreign troops. And in this video, Redacted talks about how they're bringing in these foreign men to fill up the vacancies within the military, the U.S. military, the Navy, the Army. Not really the Marines, because the Marines, people still want to join the Marines. It's still one of the most, if not the most popular military branch, okay, in America. But the U.S. Air Force, the Army, the Navy, they're bringing all these foreign troops to fill up those vacancies, because the patriotism in America is dwindling, and people do not want to fight for Babylon anymore. All right, let me go ahead and get a few scriptures. This is Jeremiah 49. Okay, right, and this is really talking about the missiles, right? This is talking about the missiles, okay, the nuclear missiles. But every war starts with a ground invasion. All right. World War I, World War II started with a ground invasion and it evolved into a global conflict. But with this third war, it's going to start as a ground invasion, a conflict, and then it's going to escalate into a global conflict, ground war, and then the ground war is going to turn nuclear, as the scripture says. This war, I think that's in Isaiah in the 9th chapter, shall be what? Fought with burning a fuel of fire. Let's go ahead and get that. Isaiah 9 verse. Yep, verse 5. It says, "For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood." Talking about the ancient battles, and even going back into the 1800s. Okay, 1800s, 1900s. It was fought with the muskets, the bayonets. It was all fought with, ancient military tactics. But this war shall be with burning and fuel of fire. So after the ground invasion commences, okay, they're going to transition to a global nuclear conflict. That's what's going to happen. Let's go ahead and get the scriptures. Jeremiah 49 verse 22 says, "Behold," is talking about the missiles. "He shall come up and fly as the eagle, and spread his wings over Basra." Okay, "And at that day shall the heart of the mighty men of Edom be as the heart of a woman in her pangs." Okay, and you can also what uh, acclimate this to who? Yahushua coming in a chariot. I think that's in was it second edge of the 12th chapter, right? There are many scriptures, okay, that refer to Yahushua as that eagle that soars up on Edom. There's one in Isaiah. Let me see if I can find that. I thought it was in Jeremiah, the 34th chapter, but it might be. Okay, it might be Jeremiah 49 verse 22. So that might be the scripture I was talking about. So yeah. So from there, let me go to Second Esdras 16. And I'm not going to make this lesson too long. The Second Esdras 16 verse 70, it says, "For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord," right? The elect, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. So the ones that fear the Lord are who? The elect. You know, the scripture says that the elect, right, shall return. I think that's the Wisdom of Solomon, the 3rd chapter, verse 9, right? And they shall seek him in mercy and truth, and they shall praise his holy name. So the elect, okay, are the ones that fear Yahweh Bashmi Shai. Okay, the scripture says, "Be as lights among a crooked and perverse nation." And we are the ones that bearing that light. Let me go ahead and get this scripture. It was just in my mind. Let's see. Let's see if I can remember it. Damn, it was just in my mind. Yep, I got it. The Yahweh Bashmi Shai. Flood shall come. Let me go ahead and get that. Okay, this is Isaiah 59 verse 19. It says, "So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. The name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous run into it and is safe." When the enemy shall come in like a flood, right? The enemy, talking about the troops of Babylon, okay? They're rolling in. And also you have the foreign troops, because they're recruiting these foreign troops into the military, and they're giving them citizenship in return. So a lot of these dudes, they're ready to enter into the U.S. military to fuck U.S. citizens up just so they can get a place to reside and stay. Remember, a passport or U.S. citizenship is worth far more than their morals, because they're escaping what they call a communist regime. So they have no problems wasting any of you U.S. you Babylonian citizens away. And the ones that they're going to be sent after are you Jakes, you Israelites, Negroes, and Latinos, and Native Indians. You guys will be the main targets. Why? Because you did not hearken unto the words of Yahweh Bashmi Shai. That's in Ezekiel the 9th chapter. The scripture says that a sword is sharpened, it is furbished. Shall we then make mirth? But you have nigs, right? Niggas, okay, and spics celebrating, right? Still celebrating like it's 1995, when all hell is getting ready to unfold, to be unleashed from Pandora's box. The groundwork has already been laid out. The only thing left now is for the cataclysm, right? Which, if you look up the word cataclysm, it's pretty much saying that a cataclysm is what ignites, okay, the reaction. So you have the groundwork, you have the cause and effect. You just need a fire to ignite that chain reaction. And once it ignites, as the scripture says, if the fire be kindled, I wish it would have already kindled. Once that fire is kindled, there's no way to turn it back. There's no way to extinguish that fire, because it's going to grow bigger and bigger and bigger. You know, this is the will of Yahweh Bashmi Shai. All right. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, okay, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. All right. So we're praying and hoping to be a part of that number, because that's the only way, right? That is the only way we will ever be saved, delivered. Okay, is by being one of the Lord's chosen, the Lord's elect. Okay, that's why we make our calling and election. Sure. So from there, let me go to second Esdras. Might as well finish this up. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord, and they shall be like mad men, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. Verse 72, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Right? Insurrections, people invading one another. Verse 73, then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. There's a scripture where it says, you know, it shall be, I think that's it, but there's another one where it talks about, when calamities come and the men are taken care of, that's when everybody would know that a prophet has been among them, roughly paraphrasing. Verse 74, hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. So as long as we endure and continue in this truth, we have nothing to worry about. And I say that with confidence. The scripture says, if the Most High be for us, be with us, who can be against us? Okay? It says, be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahweh is your guide. Okay? And the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord Yahweh. So don't be afraid, don't be discouraged about what's to come. Remember that these punishments are not for the righteous, but for the wicked of our people. Just pray, hope, fast, do whatever you can to be a part of that chosen, holy, blessed number, the 144,000 and the 1/3. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying unto the elect. Until next time, Shalom.